Before diving deep into the episode, I just want to say a massive thank you to you guys. So, we're all about building a space about wellness and personal growth. So we really want to bring the best conversation on Wellsome podcast. And in order to do that, I really ask you to support our journey, hit the thumbs up, just share the episode if you really think that it can resonate with your friends. And don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to keep up with us. Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Wellsome, a podcast where wellness meets self-development. I am Viky, and in each episode, I'm going to dive deep into real conversations about health and personal growth. So in today's episode, I have the pleasure to have with me Edoardo. How are you?
Very well.
Very well.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So EdoardoFelici is a cosmetic dentist.
Yes.
And the reason why I really want Edoardo to come to the podcast is because, as you know, we want to focus our conversation on wellness. And wellness includes also cosmetics and cosmetics dentistry, because nowadays is a very hot topic. There are a lot of misconceptions, but also a lot of interest around it. So I call the OG to just tell us a little bit more about this very fascinating world.
Yeah.
And also because Edoardo is working in this field since many, many years. And so I can't wait to,
Nice introduction.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I mean, I think just for starting, cosmetic dentistry is just dentistry, but with a final purpose to make everything also in a better looking way. And because we want to also improve, at the end of the day, we all want to improve our confidence.
Yeah.
The reason why I want to focus my work, my daily routine in the cosmetic aspect is because if you feel good with yourself, you're also healthier.
It's so true.
Whatever you see, anything that is not good looking, you might think that is also not working well.
Yeah.
So our body, we need to take care of our body in order to be healthier.
Yeah.
Right? And then you can show it to yourself and the people around you.
Yeah,
right?
I think many times we just exchange confidence and we see cosmetic as if everything is fake, everything has to be perfect. But like cosmetics specifically needs to help the person to feel better in their own skin.
100%. Sometimes we always think, people usually think that cosmetic is something that is just for superficial, right?
Yeah.
And
it's fancy,
fancy. You want to look fancy, and you're going to be superficial if you chase these little details that are not going to make you feel better.
True.
But it's actually the opposite. 100%. Of course, you need to be careful of what you're doing. You need to respect your body. You need to respect your characteristic. But at the end of the day, the final focus needs to be your health and also your appearance.
Yeah. Right? And I love that you blend both sides. Yeah. And we had a conversation before the podcast, and I was really impressed how like the concept of wellness was already integrated in your mindset. I really admire that.
Yeah, 100%. Exactly. For example, even I know all of my friends are very much into fitness.
Yeah.
And there is now this trend of finally thinking of fitness, not just a way to look better, but also to feel better.
Yeah.
And of course, it's a consequence.
Yeah.
If you feel better, you also look better, and your body will thank for that, and you can show it also with your appearance.
Absolutely.
There's nothing wrong to look better, to feel more confident, and to be healthier.
Absolutely. I agree. So Edoardo, tell me, how did you start your journey? How did you get into this world?
Yeah, so basically I came from a family of dentists. My father is a dentist, my brother is a dentist. My brother's wife she's a dentist also.
Very nice.
Was like.
So you know what to talk about.
Yeah, I think
Christmas.
so. I think, yeah. Oh my God, yeah. I remember my father always bring me to his clinic since when I was 6 years old. So for me, it was always a path to follow and try to. I don't know if it's an Italian thing. You might tell me, but I always wanted to do what my father was doing during the day, and so basically he really transferred me without forcing me. He really transferred me the passion of doing something that is first dentistry. It's a field where you can be free because you can be a cosmetic dentist, you can be a surgeon, you can be you can do ortho, you can do a lot of things. So the fact that I could be myself, but also helping other people is always been something that I really liked.
Nice.
So that's why I choose to become a dentist. So I started studying first in Italy, then I moved to Madrid. I graduated there, studied 5 years there, and then I started to do all my postgraduate back in Italy. The part that then I decided to become a cosmetic dentist is because I find out that there was in US this guy, this Dr. Appa, 15 years ago, basically, and I found him via Instagram. And I said, oh, this guy is doing what I really like.
Yeah.
Because at the time he was already blending something that was not only the classic dentist. It was giving me the idea of not being only the classic dentist that was drilling the teeth and doing cavity. Of course, we do also this, by the way.
Yeah.
But he was also trying to show how you can blend also the artistic part, the fashion, and he was basically showing me that I could be doing also the thing that I was liking outside of that.
Yes.
So basically I mixed my admiration for my father with another mentor. Then now it's my colleague. So I'm working with him now. So.
Oh my God. First of all, it's impressive how you started many years ago to just admire someone, and now you guys are colleagues. So it's mind-blowing. So it just reminds people that if you really want to achieve something, everything is possible.
Now it's manifesting everything. So I think I manifested it.
I think so too.
Probably.
I think so too. So Edoardo, you we were talking about, how health and the mission that you're pursuing are very intertwined and connected. And we know that a lot of I don't want to say diseases, but a lot of issues starts from the mouth. So what's your idea of a very healthy mouth and teeth? What's your idea of it?
So basically for me, unhealthy mouth, healthy teeth is whatever is first. It's not giving you any pain, because sometimes, but pain is always the first alarm that you will understand that something is going wrong. But of course, you need to be careful. You need to prevent the pain, because sometimes there are problems that you cannot tell with pain. And healthy mouth is basically a mouth where you have a situation where everything is functioning well. You don't feel anything weird. And again, is looking okay.
Clean.
Natural, clean. Exactly, clean. Because once you see a little bit of blood or some stains here and there, it means that something is happening.
Yes.
And healthy in our field is when you keep doing your checkup every 4 or 6 months, and the doctor will tell you that you are healthy.
Yes. Yeah, it makes totally sense. And I was actually, the mouth and the teeth are so important even for your confidence. Because it's the first thing they also look when someone is presenting themselves. It's a sign of 100%. Hygiene and being clean.
And that's why sometimes, a lot of people always ask me, do I need veneers? Do I need to do anything? Do I need to do this and that? Of course, if you have any problems, of course, I will tell you, you need to do this, because if not, you're gonna end up having some other problems. But sometimes it's also about yourself. How do you feel about your smile? Because the smile is the first thing that people see from you.
Sure.
It's your business card, right? Your eyes, your smile. So whatever is okay with your confidence, you shouldn't touch. But if there is anything that can allow you to improve the way you present yourself with the other people, then yeah, you should
Absolutely.
you should do something.
Yeah.
And then it's not every time the biggest treatment. It might be just a cleaning, or it might be just fixing that feeling that is not being good for many years, or just a whitening.
Of
I mean,
course.
we have a lot of options to prevent problem and to improve your situation, but you definitely need to do it. And by the way, every one of us knows what's happening in our mouth.
Sure.
So it's, deep down, we know if there is the time to do something.
Yes. Yeah, for example, like 1 year ago, I had the feeling that I needed Invisalign so bad because I saw like misalignment, and a lot of people were like looking at me like, but you don't really need that. But I was like, no, but I feel that I need that.
Yeah.
You know, it's very subjective also.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And Edo, do you have like a specific case that happened to you from a client that from that specific case you were like, I think, you know, this is something that can really change someone's health and also confidence?
100%.
Tell me about it.
My father.
Oh,
yeah.
Surprise.
Yeah, it's crazy, because now that I told you the story, was, I think he was my case where everything changed. My confidence changed, because basically my father was not like me. He came from a different family. He decided to become a dentist. He became a dentist. He started treating himself, his situation. So end up doing things and not trust anyone. So after me coming to Dubai, doing my thing, he starts seeing me like, I might trust this guy.
I might trust my son now.
But that's the thing. I mean, it was for me a big challenge, because of course, people that know me as a dentist, it's different. But my father looked at me growing, and
of course,
I have also another brother. So for me was a big challenge and was not easy. But then I changed his confidence. His confidence after 30 years being a dentist himself, and now seeing.
So he became your client.
He became my client. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, so I think he was the turning point client where I was like, okay, now I can do everyone.
Yes.
Because I had the hardest client to satisfy, so now everything will be downhill.
But what a beautiful story, actually, you know.
I mean, I cannot go deep into the privacy, but it was nice. It was nice for him, for me, and for everyone. So,
It just gave validation to everything that you've done.
Probably more than all the VIP clients or whatsoever, because he was more emotional, you know. So
of course.
And also technical, because he could judge.
He could judge very well. That's the thing. I mean, so I think you passed the test.
Yeah, I think so.
Yes.
Nice.
And you know, we at Wellsome, we're talking a lot about wellness in general, which of course includes also lifestyle, how you take care of yourself, your sleep, what you eat, and everything. Is there a connection between what's happening in your mouth and your lifestyle?
100%.
Okay.
Every time I look at someone's mouth, I can tell if they are stressed, if they are taking care of them, if they have any, if they have any
vices. Vices.
If they have any vices, if they smoke, if they drink too much.
Yeah.
But especially with stress, because I mean, everyone knows that if you are stressed, you tend to grind your teeth a lot.
Here I am. Yeah.
Same. So it's very, if you don't sleep enough or you're not sleeping well, you grind your teeth. So, and if you grind your teeth, you are more stressed, your facial muscles are more tense, your neck is gonna give you pain.
Yeah.
So everything is very much correlated. So
Yeah.
that's why we do night guards or bite for the night, and for protect your teeth, for protect everything that is around your
Yes.
teeth, you know.
Yes.
So it's very, very much correlated.
Yeah, because I mean, a lot of people think that, you know, many problems starts with your teeth. And how do you like how all of this fits into your approach of cosmetic? Do you start from the basics and then build up, or do you go straight into the aesthetic part?
Exactly. It's exactly what we were talking about and what you're saying. It's very important. Basically, my consultation always start with a conversation like this. Not in the chair, outside of the chair. I want to meet my patient. I want to talk with them, because even if they are not asking for anything, while they are speaking, what they are saying and how they are saying it allowed me to understand lifestyle, expectation, but also problems that maybe they don't consider related with dentistry.
Yeah.
So it's very important, because then once you have the overall situation settled, then you can understand the path for to follow, and then at the end of the day, it's gonna be the beautiful result.
Of course.
But if you don't have any the basics settled,
Yeah.
and you don't understand what you need to address for bringing everything more in a cosmetic way, it's impossible.
Yeah.
You're gonna have more problem.
Yeah.
You're
You're basically covering, and it's every time this topic again comes up, doesn't matter if it's biohacking, if it's business, if it's I don't know, we talk about sleep as well in this podcast. If you don't take care of your basics, you can do all these beautiful fancy treatments. They're gonna last very shortly,
and you're gonna have much more problems than before. And so 100%, 100%. It's very important.
So, like during our conversation, you were saying that you're very specialized in veneers.
Yeah.
And I feel that this is such a contemporary topic. I feel also in Dubai, like veneers popped up.
You know that
so
I never use the word veneers, even though we are famous because of our veneers, very natural.
What's the right name?
I would say porcelain restoration.
Okay.
Because at the end of the day, what I use, it's porcelain. Porcelain is basically the material more similar to the structure of our teeth. That's it. So if you need to have any kind of restoration, it can be a filling, it can be a crown, it can be a veneer, or it can be only, there is a many words to say a restoration. You need to use a porcelain, because again, porcelain is something that allowed me to recreate the structure of the tooth.
Yeah.
Both mechanical, so in strength, but also in aesthetic.
Yeah.
So all the translucency, all the texture, only with porcelain.
Yeah.
Then we have a different way of using porcelain, different type of porcelain. It depends, of course, of how you have.
Edoardo, just for me and for our listeners who maybe they're not into, dentistry.
Yeah, of course.
Why then they call it veneers? Where it is?
No, of course, the veneer is the technical, the technical part of this restoration, where you basically cover I would say the outside of the tooth, the part that you see.
Yeah.
So allowed you to just cover a small layer of the tooth in order to change color, position, texture, and anything. But in reality, what you really need to do is to understand, again, the basic. So you need to understand what you have to do in each tooth, to bring everything to the final result.
Yeah.
Okay. So sometimes you have a cavity in that tooth. So I need to clean also the cavity in order to make this tooth look better.
Yeah.
Okay. So in this case, I'm also treating the cavity. Or maybe I can use this porcelain restoration, call it Veneers, for adjusting the bite.
Yeah.
So in that case, I will.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't know this
Yeah,
was
because
also a thing.
in that case, I will need to cover also the chewing side of the tooth in order to make it more comfortable to hit with the top or the bottom or the opposite. So it's again, it's understanding, it's knowing the basic, knowing what's the problem, knowing understanding what is the solution and how to get it.
Of course, of course. And this is the journey.
I mean, this is in life. I was
Yes.
talking with a person in business, completely different, and he was telling me a thing like root to cause, path to green, and solution or something like this. And I was saying I'm doing this every day, but with relationship with that, with everything. So and if you have a business problem, you need to understand what's the problem, how to solve it, and move on.
Of course.
And that's the
Yes, that's the beauty of it.
the beauty of my situation now is that I am in a clinic. I have a machine behind me that understand my ideas, and they are able to copy and to follow my projects perfect.
Yeah.
So
I think can we name you the architect of smiles?
that's how someone is calling me. But yeah, I mean, it's exactly like the architect.
Yeah.
He needs to understand the foundation, how to build the foundation, and then create beautiful houses or whatsoever. So yeah, I mean, our mouth, that's also another thing. I don't do single, I like to say that I don't do any more single tooth dentistry, but I look at the whole facial structure and the mouth, because the mouth is the foundation of our face and our body. So it's very important to understand how everything is functioning, and then understand the treatment plan and the solution.
Of course. And what are the biggest misconception that you see when it comes to veneers that people think but actually is completely wrong?
Yeah, first one, 100% that you have to shave down your teeth too much, that you're gonna have these pegged teeth that TikTok is not helping us.
Yes.
It's true that a lot of dentists, they prefer to do something like this because it's actually easier to insert the veneer, to recreate the veneer, because the more space you have, the easiest is to cut the porcelain, basically, to recreate the tooth. But when you want to do something really good and you want to, again, take in consideration first your health, then your appearance, is not the case.
Yeah.
Of course, you can do no prep veneers where you don't touch at all the tooth. Sometimes it's not the right thing to do, because sometimes you need to create the perfect margin between the gum, the structure, the tooth, and the veneer. So sometimes also no prep is not good, is not healthy for you. But it's very important, again, to understand what is gonna be the perfect solution for your health, and then perform also the best way in a cosmetic way.
To be honest with you, I also hear a lot of people that when it comes to veneers, they're like, oh, but they're gonna remove my teeth, they're gonna shave my teeth.
Yeah.
If one day I'm not happy and I want to remove it, I don't have a base anymore.
That's true. So first, exactly, classical.
Yeah.
You don't need to shave your teeth. You need to shave your teeth the right amount of part that you have to do in order to perform the perfect treatment. You don't need to think about one day I want to remove it, because if they are did in a right way, why you want to remove something that is better for you, right? So it's true that it's a misconception, and it's an investment. Okay, so once you go through this kind of treatment, you need to be ready mentally. You need to understand it's gonna be something that you cannot come back, and you need to trust the doctor that is following you.
Yeah.
He needs to be clear. He needs to show you, first of all, the cases that he's doing, and he needs to show you what you can achieve. And then if you are sure that that's what you want, there's not coming back, because you don't want to come back.
Of course, because you like the result.
Yeah, you're more healthy, you're more confident. So there's no reason why you would come back.
Absolutely.
Right?
Who is the right candidate for veneers?
Again, everyone.
Yeah.
And nobody. So there's no candidate. I mean, again, if you need to, sometimes you have to do veneers also because you need to do it for your health. It's the right restoration that you should do.
Yeah.
So maybe because your teeth are grinded, or you have cavities, or you have stain, but also everyone can be a right candidate, because if you're not confident with something that is in your mouth, you might be the right candidate.
Yes.
Or maybe not. Again, it's about your confidence. It's about what you want to achieve.
Absolutely. And does it also change the position of your teeth? Because, for example, I'm sure that a lot of people are familiar with Invisalign, and now also they're familiar with the word veneers, but maybe they're not really know the differences of what veneers can do and Invisalign can do.
Yeah, so basically Invisalign is an orthodontic movement. So basically you use some plastic mask to aligners to move your teeth with strength. So you move the crown of the tooth, but also the root, okay, inside of the bone. With veneers, you can change the position of your teeth, because you can increase or decrease the shape or the thickness of the tooth, in order to bring it out or in, if you wanna move the position. Sometimes, of course, when you have everything that is already aligned and in the right position, it could be better, because you're gonna need to grind or to remove less structure of your tooth.
Of course.
But yeah, you can also move basically the position.
Edoardo, I'm sure you have a celebrity moment that you want to share with us.
What do you mean?
I'm sure you did. I know I saw your social media and I saw that you did some celebs. Do you feel like sharing?
Not really. I don't like it. You name it and I will tell you yes or not.
Or a client.
My father was my
It's the number one celeb.
Yeah,
or maybe like a client that really, apart from your dad, that really like gave you so much satisfaction. Maybe also when we're talking about confidence, no? Maybe a person that you really changed his life or her life.
Yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, everyone is different, and I don't. You know what? When I put my mask, when I put my gloves, when I put my jacket, I don't see any big difference. Every case for me is the first case that I'm doing in that moment.
Yeah.
So I treat every case like the most important
As
thing.
it should be.
Yeah, honestly, and
yeah. And do you have like a specific client that maybe came and was really like what you did was really life-changing in terms of confidence?
You're trying to push me.
I know, I'm trying my best.
Yeah, no, Naomi Campbell was one of the clients that really, she was grateful to me. We became friends, and was something that I also appreciate from her to trust on me. And
nice.
Yeah.
And from other clients, maybe like a person from Dubai or
Yeah, I mean, I cannot tell a lot of things, but treating some people sometimes give you also this boost in confidence that sometimes you need it. But again, the biggest stories are the stories where people are tired or are trying to find a solution, and they are completely without any more how do we say in English, che hanno perso le speranze.
They're losing hope.
Yeah, they're losing hopes, and if you can help them, that's the biggest achievement.
Yeah,
that's
exactly
what completely changed. Even because, let's be honest, it's a big investment in not only in your body, in your decision, but it's also economically. So and I don't have the crystal ball, so I can try to express what I can do. I can try to convince them with my enthusiasm, with my words, but they trust me blindly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They
And
trust
that's
me
beautiful.
blindly, and once we get the result, listen, I don't have one patient that is
Unhappy.
that regrets to do
Yeah.
to have done this. So maybe that's my biggest achievement. When every day, also these people that are completely lost, they are happy, and
Yeah.
it's nice.
That's amazing.
It's the best feeling.
That's
Yeah.
amazing. That's
Yeah.
amazing. And what do you think is going to be the future of cosmetics dentistry, in your opinion? Where is it going?
I hope that, I don't know. I think we are seeing a lot of coming back, actually.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, I mean that in cosmetic in general, before the trend was to try to increase size, show that you had done a lot of work because it make you feel, I don't know, different. But now the trend is to bring back of what Mother Nature give to us.
Yeah.
Maybe
More a
improve.
natural approach.
Yeah, exactly. More a natural approach as the result. As the technique, I feel like I always think that what has been working since now doesn't need to change too much. Of course, AI is coming. Of course, the technology is helping us. But at the end of the day, also because we are Italian, we come from the school of artigianato.
Yeah.
And
Artisanal.
yeah. So it's nice when you see everything that is crafted, that is handmade.
That's what makes the difference.
Yeah. So hopefully, I don't think in my profession, or for sure in what I'm doing, I want to change drastically what I'm doing, because I'm really proud of our artistic and my artistic skill, and the people working with me, how artistic they are. So hopefully we can blend a little bit the technology with that's what I'm doing. Technology with what has been working, but not changing it drastically.
Actually, this was the other question I wanted to ask you, because now everyone is talking about AI in many different contexts. So I was wondering if this would can be applied also in dentistry, or not necessary, because if, like, even in wellness, by the way, every time there is a trend, there is a anti-trend, no? So we have this trend about AI, but it's also true that now everything that everyone is calling biohacking, it's purely like eating, sleeping, moving.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I love it.
It's everything that our ancient fathers used to do 100,000 years ago.
Exactly.
So it's not far-fetched.
Listen, I'm not scared about all of these things. I mean, the future, we are human. We want to improve every time. So we are always trying to find the best solution to make our life easier.
Yeah.
And it's fine. You shouldn't be afraid of welcoming new things. AI is something like this. But I'm also open to say that I don't think that AI will, at least in the next future, will exchange something that is purely human. A computer doesn't have any taste, or you cannot have a computer or AI with style.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you come to me and you are asking me my opinion, I will give you my opinion based on my emotion, based on my style, based on my curiosity. And those things are things that are not replaceable with a computer or with technology. So it's good to have our technology by our side, but at the end of the day, they cannot replace us. So that's the thing. And that's why, just to give you an example, I don't do like simulation of the final result with computer or AI simulation, because
that's interesting, actually. Tell me why.
because I don't think he's gonna give the idea that I have in my mind.
Okay.
Simply, it's not gonna be realistic, because I'm not that software. And that software is not me, and it's not you, because that software in my job is working with images, 3-dimensional maybe, but it's still something that is not tangible.
Of course.
So if I want to give you a preview, I'm gonna create a preview in your mouth, and you're gonna see, and you're gonna feel, and you're gonna experience it.
Oh, nice.
And you're gonna experience with me. We can decide, we can change, we can work together. And this is something that is pure handmade crafting. And
I guess also creates more trust, because maybe you see the proof.
Exactly. Yeah. 100%.
That's
100%.
amazing. That's amazing. Well, Edoardo, thank you so much for our conversation. Where people can find you?
So I'm in Dubai, based in Dubai, Up Aesthetic, and Instagram, EdoardoFelici.
Amazing, amazing. Thank you so much for being with me.
Thank you.
And thank you for the conversation we had. And guys, please don't forget to subscribe. And if you have any question for Edoardo, please let us know in the comments. So we're more than happy to address it. Follow him on social media and his clinic. And with us, I'll see you on the next episode.